Welcome to Chalk Talk, a weekly preview of West Tennessee football featuring the Jackson Sun sports team here on JacksonSun.com.
Welcome into JacksonSun.com here on Chalk Talk, this week's edition of the video where we discuss West Tennessee local college football teams going into their games this week. And I am Sun Sports editor Brandon Shields. He is our local college sports writer, Craig Thomas. And Craig, the weekend starts early this week.
Yeah, and it might as well. The last weekend was one of the worst weekends probably in the last couple of years as far as the local college teams in West Tennessee. If you like UT or Vandy, things went well. But if you root for one of the teams that plays on this end of the state, not very well at all.
Yeah.
All four teams took losses. A couple of the teams might have played themselves out of conference title contention, so things didn't go very well. But the Lane Dragons are going to get things started early with a game at Miles College on Thursday night. Lane took a loss on homecoming to Central State, and they gave up a bunch of points, and I think that was something that concerns the coach Derek Burrows, in addition to the loss. But I think what also kind of hurt him, if you look at the quotes from the post game, and granted that was 2 minutes after the game, so sometimes you have to kind of take that with a grain of salt. But I think he was a little bit hurt. I think he's hurt that his defense at this point in the season is just not what he thought it might be. And I think he thought this could be a strength for the team given a couple of the players they had coming back, and as a unit so far it's not. That's got to change if Lane's going to, first of all, finish with the season and the things they can have, and after that try and get back into conference title contention.
All right, well then on Saturday, Bethel and UTM, they'll be both on the road. UTM is back in conference, staying in the state with what should be a very winnable game for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, I say this is as winnable as it gets in the Ohio Valley Conference. Just being fair, Austin Peay is the worst team in the league. It's a team that defensively has had some trouble, but they've been in some terrible situations just because their offense is so bad. And they're averaging about 3 or 4 points a game. If you look at their composite score by quarter for the year, it looks like a score by quarter for one single game. I mean, talking about maybe 7 points in the first half, or 7 points in the first quarter all year, 3 points in the second quarter.
Wow.
I mean, that's just not even being competitive. Even against tough opponents, you can't do that. So I think the biggest thing for UT Martin, obviously, win the game, and I think they're probably going to really roll over them, to be perfectly honest. But the bigger thing is, what's the completion percentage like? You don't have stupid penalties like they had 19 of last week. You don't have the interceptions, the blocked field goals. The basic fundamentals should be a lot better because you've got advantages at most positions.
And any Austin Peay fans that may be watching this video can email Craig with their responses at cthomas2@jacksonsun.com. Bethel is also on the road this week as they go down to Faulkner on Saturday.
Faulkner's a team that's won 2 games against ranked opponents. They beat Georgetown, who's number 5 in NAIA. They beat Cumberland badly. So, this is a team that's playing very well. Yeah. And Bethel has kind of been hit or miss most of this season. The quarterback play has been a little bit inconsistent, mostly due to injury. There's not really a whole lot they can do about that. But just I think as the offensive line progresses, that's kind of helped them a little bit. And then the defense has gotten, I think, steadily better throughout the year. But at 2-6, you just kind of want to get every win you can get for Bethel at this point. And I think, Faulkner's going to make that pretty tough.
All right, well, Memphis will not be playing on Saturday. They have this weekend off before playing on Wednesday night next week versus Cincinnati. That's
right, yeah. That'll be a tough game, so they'll use the extra practice time, I'd say, pretty well.
Exactly. But Memphis will be in Sunday's paper because Josh Pastner, the men's head basketball coach, and a couple of his players yet to be determined, may not be determined until Saturday morning, will be coming up to Jackson on Saturday afternoon for True Blue Day, which is going to be just a time kind of have a basketball pep rally and honor some of the former students from the old Lambeth University. They're going to be at Lambeth's campus from 12 to 2 on Saturday. So anybody wants to come out and enjoy that can do that. Come out, enjoy it, and get back home in time for the Tennessee-Alabama game and watch that. But Craig, thanks for coming on, and you can follow him for updates from all these games Thursday and Saturday night at JS Writer Craig on Twitter, and we'll also have updates on JacksonSun.com. So thanks for watching and logging on to JacksonSun.com. Be sure to stick with us for all your current West Tennessee local sports news.